I have 3 yards of fabric right here, which will be more than enough. So I want to make something fitted, stretchy. This is how long it is. I'll be using the whole length. We're using the whole length. So let's do this. So I'll be using the full length. The reason is that I want it long and it's for a photo shoot. So when I'm done with this photo shoot, I'm going to cut it to a length that I can actually wear out. This is all the measurements we need. We need the shoulder measurement, shoulder to bust point, shoulder to where your nipple is, shoulder to waist, hip point, that's from the waist to hip, where your hips start from. Then you have your full length of your dress. Then you have your bust measurement, round bust measurement. You have your round waist measurement and round hip measurement. So this is what we'll be using. Shoulder to bust point, shoulder to waist, waist to hip point. So I'm going to take the other measurement. So our bust measurement will be divided by 4. Our hip measurement will be divided by 4, as well as the waist measurement. So let's get that. So my bust measurement is 9 inches, which is right here. My waist measurement is 7 inches, which is right here. And my hip measurement is 9.5, which is right here. So I'm going to connect this. So this is what we have right now. So we're going to go to the shoulder measurement. Shoulder measurement is 15 inches, which is 7.5. Shoulder measurement divided by 2. Right here. For my neck width, I want 4 by 3 inches. For the front, there's no zip for this, there's nothing, so yeah. Let's take our chest line, which is our bust divided by 6 inches plus 1.5. Let me get that. Is 7.5 inches, which is here. So I'm going to take my shoulder measurement. I'm going to take it here as well, so I get a straight line. I'll take 1 inch for my slant. And we're going to go up by 3 inches right here. Come in by 0.5 and then connect. So this is the front. I'm going to divide it by 2. So I have 6.5 right here. So 6.5 divided by 2 is 3.25. So here, this is where my back armhole is. Then I'll come in by 1/2 inch as well, and then just connect. There's not much difference, honestly. There's not much difference. As for the neckline, I'm going to come down by 1 inch for the back and then just connect. So we're going to cut the back first. Well, before we do that, we're going to extend our lines all the way down. So I really do not know if I want it straight. A little bit slanted. Well, maybe I want it a little bit slanted from the knee area. So if you want to get that, you have to get your waist to your knee. So I'll put 22 inches right here. So I'll get my hip measurement. I'll put it right here. What I have here, 9.5. I'm going to put this right here, 9.5. If you want something pencil, 9.5. If you want something penciled, you're going to just put, you're going to minus 1 inch from your hip measurement and put it all the way to the hem right here. But I think I want something a little bit free at the down part, so I'm going to do it this way. I think. So this is where to go, and then I'll draw a straight line from here. So we'll be cutting this for the front and for the back as well. So we'll be cutting the back first, which is this line, before we go ahead and cut the front. I'm going to go ahead and cut the front neckline and armhole, and then we'll cut our sleeves. So for my sleeves, I just take 3 inches from my sleeve line. This is the top line, 3 inches right here. Full length of my sleeves, I'll be using 25 inches. $11 inches, so I'm going to do this. This is my shoulder to elbow. This is my elbow line. So my round elbow is 12 inches, which is 12 inches divided by 2, which is 6. So taking 6 here. Here. So let's say from 5 inches upward. So I'm going to take 5 inches from here upward. So I'm going to take this measurement. I don't want it too fitted. So I'm going to use 8.5, which is 4.25. So connect this two, and then I'm going to have like a little bit of flare right here. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah. So my armhole is, so I'm going to take it from here. Just make sure that whatever inches you're sewing, you're taking that from there. So my armhole is around 9 inches. So I'm going to do 9 inches. So I'm just going to put this to get to 9 inches. So yeah. Next. The sleeves here. You can usually just use an existing sleeve if you want. So I'm going to use this one to cut the other side of the sleeve, and we're done cutting, so we'll be joining soon. So everything I'm doing here is just joining the shoulder and joining the side, and we're almost done. Just join the shoulder, join the side, and then the sleeve. So I'm using the stitch length. This is the stitch length, and I'm using this one here. I'm also using a stretch stitch needle as well, so it makes it a lot easier and smoother. You can see the seams right here. I had to adjust the neck a bit because it was a little bit too wide. I would have done 3 by 3. Yeah. So this is how it sews. I did the straight instead of the flare. So I'm gonna have to sew it. I finished stitching the sides of my dress. I've added one sleeve to this. So I'm going to add the other one. And then let's match the seams. So let's get the mid point and notch it. So we can match it to this one. And then we'll go ahead and sew.